Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Michael J. Babcock with Robert Littall. What's up, Robert?
I'm in the building.
In the building, Robert is. So am I. I'm here. Let's talk Odell Beckham, our top story today. Odell, not the only high-profile star wide receiver who got into some trouble this week. Julian Edelman also got himself arrested. Obviously, was in Beverly Hills when he allegedly jumped on the hood of a Mercedes, doing some damage, was arrested for misdemeanor vandalism. What I want to talk about is who's in more trouble here, Robert? You have two guys, both stars in the league, both arrested, both misdemeanors, so I don't think either guy's going to prison or anything like that, but both in some trouble here. Who do you think's in worse trouble? Who's in a worse situation here today?
Here's the situation, Mike. It's not even so much about who's in worse trouble. It's, are we reporting the trouble equally? Are we being consistent? You know, was Odell Beckham doing a little bit too much during the national championship game? Absolutely. Should he have put his hands on the security officer? Absolutely not.
Right.
But we have black girls disappearing in New Orleans. They have a very high crime rate. And this order that they were able to get, this arrest warrant they were able to get that faster than if a cop would have shot an unarmed person in the street. And when it comes to Julian Edelman, we just didn't see that same type of coverage for similar type of misbehavior. Was it something, Julian Edelman, did he have a little bit too much to drink? Yes. Should he be destroying property and jumping on top of cars? Absolutely not. But people didn't take that as seriously. No one was saying that they fully endorsed, you know, Julian Edelman being arrested. Tom Brady joked about it. It was a joke. So to me, it's the consistency issue, whereas Odell Beckham did something very, very childish, but should it really had got up to this point to where we're talking about it, that he should be arrested, whereas Julian Edelman, oh, we just kind of laugh about it, he gets a ticket, and he goes about his way.
Yeah, look, it's not a crime against humanity here with Odell, and I think nobody was hurt. We should keep that in mind. Nobody was hurt. I think the security officer, he was probably acting like a little bit of a wet blanket. These guys are trying to have a good time, and he's in a locker room after he won a national championship. It's a jovial attitude, and it looked like he was trying to get people in trouble. You know, maybe he could
about the cigars and stuff. Yeah,
but not a huge deal. I don't know if he has bosses who are cracking down on him, so I'm not exactly sure of that situation. For me, like with Odell, I think it's more of that he read the room wrong clearly, and that this guy was not joking. They were different energy. You know, Odell was happy. This guy was not celebrating. But I think for me, it's more that Odell was it wasn't about him in that moment. You know what I mean? It was supposed to be about the kids who just won a championship. They accomplished something that's truly great, and the money on the field, and then doing this in the locker room, and it's just always like a distraction. Until, in my mind, it makes Odell look to be a little bit selfish. Maybe I'm a little bitter about Odell because of his time with the Giants, but that's just the feeling that I get. And
the thing that you want, Mike, is first off, we got to think about priorities. Like what they both did was stupid and childish, but not something that you would consider like so over the top that everybody should be arrested and getting perp walks or anything like that. But we also have to understand that Julian Edelman has had situations like this before, criminal situations like this before, and things like this. So when you're talking about Odell and you're talking about Julian Edelman, just make sure that you keep it consistent. And if you're outraged about Odell, you should be outraged about Julian Edelman.
And I'm with you. And I guess like until today, I would always say whenever if I would go at Odell because I didn't think he was a great teammate, I would always say he's never had any issue with the law.
Exactly.
And that should be a credit to him. And I guess maybe by the letter of the law, yeah, what he did is simple battery, maybe. I hope it's something that can be worked out between the security guard and Odell, and if some money has to be paid to make this guy whole again, then I'm fine with that. And that's probably the situation.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's about the cash, always.
Uh-oh.